Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to look at our AI infrastructure and how we have it set up. Okay, so I am going to keep my OpenClaw instance in a VM, and the reason I'm doing that is because my old machine had a problem with one of the RAM banks and the controller card, so I just went ahead and had that put in the VM a while back. So OpenClaw is now in a VM. GitLab, that's going to stay in the VM as well. I'm going to keep AI services for my reverse proxy, and then I'm going to have that to hold all my Docker containers that don't need a GPU, and kind of keep all my service related items there. With that said, I'm going to build a computer with a GPU in it. I have an old case and some old drives, but I did pick up a new power supply, a board, and a new GPU. And the reason I'm getting a new GPU is I really want to be able to run off the x86 architecture, because like right now is my Spark, which I have the highest GPU in there. I can do things, is on the ARM processor, and there's just some software that works better on the x86, so that's kind of the reason I'm going to build a new computer and then use that as an AI box to run stuff like, ComfyUI and Blender and items like that, and then have my agents interact with that. So let's get started. And for people who's been watching, I do have a DGX Spark, and which is great, and I like it, and it's really good for when I want to play with like very large model. It's just that on some of the software that I want to run, fighting and tweaking with the ARM processor, so just having a good x86 board and dealing with that architecture is going to be a lot more easier going forward. Okay, so for my build, I got this right here. This is a RTX Pro 4500, and it has 32 gigs of RAM in it, and that's what I'm going to use for my video card. And like I said, I didn't have the power to put that in the R730 XD. So I did pick up this i9 processor, so hopefully that would run pretty well. And to keep it cool, I got this big oversized fan. Has RGB lightings in it, for better or worse. Sometimes it's in a case, so I don't think I'm really gonna notice that much. And the most expensive part of the build is RAM. So we only got 32 gigs of RAM because they're just stupid in cost nowadays. And then for the board, I got the Z890, so I'll be able to, put that in there. Now, I already have an old case and a power supply just in the basement, and I also have some old SSD cards down there that I'm going to use. So I do have everything that I need to kind of complete this build. So I'm going to go ahead and build it. Okay, so this is my old case. I took the board out and then actually rack mounted it over there. So I'm going to put that new board in this old case. Okay, so the first thing I do is just got to make sure that these little posts are in there. I'm missing some, but I do got this little case right here that if I open up, I have all my supplies down there, so I can add those posts. Okay, we got the board mounted in there. So next I'm gonna just throw in the CPU right there. Okay, so I do got the processor in there now. Okay, so what's next? I'm gonna put in this fan. Okay, for the fan on the back, we just put in this brace right here, and then we'll go around the front and install it. Okay, so I got my mounting brackets on. So I'm going to put the fan on after I put some thermal paste on right there. Okay, so I got my thermal paste. Okay, so I got my fan and CPU cooler right here. It probably blocks some of my RAM banks once I put this fan on this radiator. And then put my RAM in now before I block it. Okay, so I got the RAM in, so I'm just going to throw this on top and we'll be good to go. Okay, so now that I have my RAM installed, put my fan back on, I'm going to put in the NVE right here. Alright, we're installed. Put the shield on, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so I got that shield installed, and I think the next thing I'm going to do is just start hooking up some wires. Okay, so I got everything wired up to the board. Everything's looking good. I got this here, and I got this wire like kind of just down here. I think that'd be okay. So, we'll see, I guess. And I got these drives here for 3 1/4, but I just went ahead and mounted my SATA drive right there. And I'll probably throw one drive in here just because I got an extra one laying around. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to put my DVD Blu-ray back in there, and then I took this out, like right here, which allowed me to put the SATA drives and the regular 3.5 drives in there. And it has this for the USB, but I didn't have the plug-in for the board, so I just went ahead and 3D printed this to kind of cover that up, if I can put it back up here in this space. Now it's time to put in this bad boy. Okay, so we got the video card in there, and I guess we'll put in the power supply, which, I got this MSI 850. Alright, there it is, all put together. Yeah, I'm not much on cable management, but it works. Okay, so we got all this set up, and we will be loading Ubuntu on here, and I will be back after I set this up. Okay, so I got the box put together, and to kind of test this out, I already have my SSH set up. There's plenty of videos to set that up. So I'm going to kind of like log in here. I'm going to hit clear to go up to the top, and then I'm going to do NVIDIA-SMI, and then kind of bring this down a little bit, and you can tell that I have my NVIDIA RTX PRO 4500 already installed, so we are good to go.